Welcome to Late Night Vibes with Anil Sohani here on NTV Houston. Thank you so much for joining us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. That's right, it's going down. A lot has happened in the past few weeks. Cannot believe we're in the final weekend of January. This 2021 is, it's okay. I'm kind of mixed feelings about it. It's very up and down and in and out and everywhere in between, but I'm holding on, and we're having a great time. Of course, my wife, she is in the healthcare industry, of course, being a nurse. So shout out to all the first line and everybody working on the health side, making sure that this pandemic is shortened or taken care of soon enough. So if you have access to a vaccine, get it done ASAP. She did her first dose of the vaccine last weekend. It wasn't pretty, but we got a little peace of mind that it's kind of scratched off, and hoping that I can get it sometime soon whenever they let me. We're not really first responders or anything. We're like the fourth or fifth, I don't know what number we're on that list. And I'm not 60-something neither, so I don't know when I'm gonna get this vaccine here. I have no idea, but either way, I'm looking forward to the rest of 2021. Fingers crossed we have a more pleasant start and rest of the year. In this year to come, of course. So, like I said, we're going to have a very special guest, and I haven't said it yet, so I don't know why I said like I said, but I'm really pumped, so excited to have this next guest in a little bit. We have someone who has brought local Houston artists to the front lines in terms of the Billboards and so on. So she's managed BeatKing from the Houston area, as well as more recently impacted Houston in so many ways, in terms of art community as well as cultural diversity and so on. Recently, of course, a grand opening she had launched for an art gallery as well, where local artists can come and express themselves, and of course to take a look at what Houston has to offer in terms of the art and cultural community. Like I said, it's a lot that she's working on, and she's still doing the big things. And she's also known as one of Houston's entertainment gurus. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Tasha Felder in the studios in just a little bit. Sit tight for that, and we'll get right into it in just a bit. Like I said, in the meantime, just like I mentioned about my wife getting that vaccine and this whole vaccine situation, everyone's hoping to get done as soon as possible so we can curb this whole growth of this pandemic numbers. I can't take the news in full dose. I have to get small doses, just like the vaccine, or it's just going to kill me, and then just like the pandemic has been doing so for many people out there. So I got to say, with the small doses, come some of these highlights I wanted to provide for y'all tonight. Let's get right into it. The American Library Association awarded the 2020 John Newbery Medal for the most distinguished children's book to When You Trap a Tiger by Tay Keller. A close second place, When You Trap a Tiger King by Carol Baskin. That's right. You may have heard by now, former President Trump is on trial for impeachment. The 9 House impeachment managers and Trump's defense have time to file briefs and finalize their legal preparations. The trial will begin on February 9th. Serendipitously, National Cut the Cord Day. That's right, February 9th. Get ready for that. See what's going on. As mentioned, the American Library Association also awarded the 2020 Randolph Caldecott Medal to the most distinguished American picture book for children to We Are Water Protectors, illustrated by Michaela Goad and written by Carol Lindstrom. Unfortunately, We Are Paper Protectors, written and illustrated by former President Trump, received no fanfare. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, a former White House press secretary for the Trump administration, announced she's running for governor of Arkansas. Sanders seen here realizing that tweets can be deleted, not White House briefings. The Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University has kept a close eye on the COVID cases and deaths in each country, which has also helped my wife and I narrow down our next vacation spot. Samoa, the islands of crispy cookies with caramel, coconut, and dark chocolatey stripes. Joking, just a little reminder to support your local Boy Scouts and Girl Scout troops. And make sure next time when the travel ban clears that all you foodies especially out there, fly on out to the islands of Samoa where you can get you some fresh pani popo. That's right, you're welcome. Your tummy's gonna thank you, so in advance, I will say you're welcome. That's right. Let's see what's going on. This past week, President Biden repealed a controversial Trump-era ban on transgender people serving in the U.S. military. In solidarity, the world's largest social networking app for gay, bi, trans, and queer people, Grindr, launched a military edition, GI Grindr. See what's going on? USPS delivery delays continue across the country due to a combination of skyrocketing online shopping during quarantine periods as well as the holidays. So, if you forgot to get an anniversary gift or a birthday gift or any other celebratory gift, this is your golden opportunity of an excuse. You're welcome again. That's right, I'm making it easier for you guys. That's right. Let's see what's going on. In not so funny news, and you guys are probably wondering, and maybe you're not, and you probably caught on already, I am wearing suspenders, I'm not wearing a jacket, I'm not wearing anything on top, just to explain to you guys the love and admiration for an individual that is no longer. And yeah, I get a little choked up just saying it, speaking about it. I don't know what to tell you. The Brooklyn accented, trademark suspenders wearing, ever curious, Peabody Award-winning, famed interviewer Larry King passed away just this past week. And I gotta say, I loved Larry's adopted philosophy of letting his guests be the star of the show, all while letting them teach him a thing or two. And man, after thousands of captivating interviews, Mr. King, thank you. Mr. King, thank you. Mr. King, thank you for really just making it a paved way for us all to remain curious and to continue on the path of curiosity and getting to the bottom of any and every story and letting others tell their story so we can all learn from each other and again, make this a melting pot into a melting potluck where we can all sit together, eat together, live together, coexist together. And again, without you, I don't know what writers would be, where shows would be, where production value, where anything and everything would be. And again, thousands of interviews later, you've really changed the world, and we are truly, truly appreciative. And that's why I'm wearing suspenders. I wear suspenders every day. You just don't see it. I got a 2-3-piece suit on all the time. But again, this is for you, Mr. King. Thank you so much for all that you've done. And yeah, I'm getting a little, choked up here, but in his memory, let us continue upward and onward. And of course, we're going to take a little break. And when we come back, we're going to have Houston entertainment guru Tasha Felder in the studios. So sit tight. We'll have a great time. And let's just take a moment of silence for Mr. King. Rest in peace.
During the season's best sales event, Ron Carter Cadillac delivers 0% APR for 72 months plus $2,500 bonus cash on all 2020 XT4, XT5, and XT6. Or drive 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection only $299 a month. 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection just $369 a month. And first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection just $399 a month. All for 39-month lease with just $1 down.
RonCarterCadillac.com.
Amazing things for you.
59 और वेस्ट बेलफोर्ड पर है नुक्कड़ ढाबा, जहां के मशहूर जमाना बॉम्बे तंदूरी चिकन, पहाड़ी बोटी, चिकन चटपटा और बटर चिकन तो आप जानते ही होंगे। अगर आप बॉम्बे चाइनीज खाना आप पसंद करते हैं तो जरूर उनके चिकन लॉलीपॉप और चिकन चिली ट्राई करिएगा। और एनटीवी ह्यूस्टन का नाम लेने पर स्पेशल है $99 में कॉर्न सूप। सुबह 8 से लेकर रात के 2 बजे तक नुक्कड़ ढाबा आपकी खिदमत के लिए खुला होता है। For takeout and other inquiries, call 281-575-1178 at the corner of West Belfort and 59, Nukkad Dhaba.
बिजनेस का काम हो या फैमिली वेकेशन, कॉनकॉर्ड ट्रैवल है आपका रिलायबल ट्रैवल पार्टनर। फ्लाइट्स, होटल्स और ट्रैवल बुकिंग्स पे बेस्ट डील्स पाने के लिए कॉन्टैक्ट अस ऑन 713-219-1199 और ईमेल अस at reservations@concordtravelhouston.com or visit us at 2245 Texas Drive, Suite 300, Sugarland, Texas 77479, concordtravelhouston.com.
Being diagnosed with a scary sounding disease can be frightening. Imagine what it's like for your child.
There are over 7,000 rare diseases around the world affecting children.
Join me, Jessica Hatch, along with leading experts to help break down medical lingo, explain why and what their little bodies are feeling. Real faces, real stories, and expert advice. And you can watch us on the biggest South Asian TV network in North America, NTV Houston.
Welcome back to Late Night Vibes with Anil Sohani here on NTV Houston. Thank you so much for joining us. Segment 2 is in the works right now. We have a very special guest near and dear to the Houston art scene. That's right. She's led artists such as BeatKing to the Billboards, as well as done a lot of things that have impacted the art culture in Houston. More recently, launched an art gallery where local artists can come and do what they got to do to express themselves, as well as provide educational art for a lot of folks who really want to get into the art scene themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the entertainment guru for Houston. Welcome, Tasha Felder. Come on down.
Wow, that was great. I love it. I love it.
All right. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
Man, making it happen. Yeah. You are the Houston entertainment guru. We're going to figure this out together. Who, what, when, where, why, and how were you able to do all that you've done so far with this new art gallery, as well as leading artists to the Billboard?
I feel, first of all, by everything that you're saying, you've said everything that I would love to say. Houston is such a cultural place on its own. It doesn't, need me or any local artist to add to it, but, having that privilege to add to, what other people's perspectives of Houston's art culture is just really an honor for me.
That's what's up. I'm looking at this, and this is an amazing rap sheet right here. I'm working on this stuff. The music industry, artists like BeatKing. Tell me about that journey. How were you able to, how was it working with him and getting him on the Billboards and that whole process?
I just think it's one of those destiny things. He was a producer in Houston. He was working on other artists in the city, notable artists, and he had gotten actually on Billboard himself with his first single. And at that time, the person that Kenny Red, she was an artist, independent. She had a full team, management. She had the entire label. She had all of these things, and he's just over here like, I got some beats. So for him, I was like, let's try and pursue, not only the production, let's pursue you as an artist. And then 10 years later, he's had multiple hits, and, we're able to go and get him a major deal in 2020, and he was able to get in Billboards. And, from there, I was like, let's try and conquer. We've done entertainment. Let's go into art as well. And that's where we are.
That's what's up. So, you started this whole art gallery, which I want to dive into real quick. But during the show, I like to play a little Would You Rather along the lines of some of the real serious questions. So, would you rather, right here, that's right. Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history?
Ooh, neither. I would say My thoughts, because it's on my face anyway. There's no hiding it. So yeah. Thoughts.
So internet history off the record.
Yeah, no, I'm good on the internet history.
Does your significant other, are they one of the ones that, that they kind of like snoop a little, or have you ever been in that situation?
Like my phone password. He can, get into like my Instagram, but definitely not my whole browser history,
That's what's up. See, that's good. See, it takes, trust.
Right.
I think that's beautiful that you have that. And I'm fortunate to have that as well. I don't know why. Whenever I bring up topics, people ask me, is everything okay with you and your wife? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm having fun on the show. This is all good. But just wanted to play around with that. So, and we just mentioned just moments ago about this whole grand opening of, Primary Paint Party.
Yeah.
Right? So what should people be expecting when they're visiting or experiencing this new project of yours?
The grand opening was so grand and beautiful. I think that it set the bar so high that any event that comes behind it, I'm planning my first show right now.
Okay.
It's called the Goddess Torsos. It's about elemental goddesses. It's very beautiful. It's all torsos. And I think that because the grand opening was so grand that now we have to black carpet it. We have to make sure that we have, all of these things. And I think people can expect to see more of that. Another artist that was featured in the grand opening, his name is Corey Haynes. He's also having a show in April, and his pieces are insanely beautiful. He's a sculptor artist, and he also does like portraiture glass art. So he's taking the entire gallery, all 6 rooms. He'll have his space completely filled in his art, and I just hope that people come to expect that, and we can keep that consistent.
That's what's up. So when do you feel you had this will or this drive to get into the arts?
I've always loved art and painting and just creativity in general. So, even if that's in music, when it comes to my clients, I'll make sure, hey, that music video would be nice if the girls had some decorated handcuffs. Or that music video would be nice if your shirts were made this way. So...
Time out, you just said decorated handcuffs?
My client, he has very eccentric music, very fun music, and sometimes we throw other props in just to keep the videos fun. And that is where my creativity has flourished for so long. Like, hey, maybe you should have this shirt, or you should have this thing added to the video, and it'll be that one piece that pulls people in. And so for the gallery, it's the same thing. There are little details in places that I've been able to put that creativity out in the gallery. So
that's what's up. So these local artists that come through, everyone can kind of view what's happening in the gallery so far. Do you have any of your own pieces of work, or do you?
Yes.
Yeah?
I try to keep it balanced because I will overrun the gallery with my own art. I would love for people to walk around and tell me how great I am every day, but I also want to, share my space and share my blessing. Like, I feel that I was on Instagram for so long trying to figure out how I would stop selling my paintings in parking lots, and I felt like my art deserved more, and I just feel like other people deserve that too. So until they're able to go and get their own gallery or their own spaces, Prime, come here and paint with us, and that's it.
That's amazing. So whenever people come in for the educational process, you said there's courses or classes that y'all kind of take part in and have folks come in and be able to understand art a little bit better?
Right. So our instructor, Aisha, she does sketching, normal figure drawing, and then also acrylic and craft classes. And then Johnny, he does digital arts. So if you're interested in like making flyers, digital media, anything computer art, creativity, Johnny handles that side.
That's what's up. So if I come to your studio and be like, get your artists in the room and be like, hey, draw me like one of those French women, just like in Titanic. And later they'll do the whole thing. All right. Cool.
It'll be you draped in like silk, and it'll be beautiful, mustache and everything. Like, yes, we like it.
That's what's up. I love that. It's, I to take different backgrounds and bring them together like that, I think it's an amazing thing. And I'm all about turning this whole melting pot we live in and reside in into a melting potluck. And I think you're doing it big with the art scene right there to bring everybody to the table, and everybody brings something new to the table as well. That kudos to you. You're killing the game so far. That's what's up. So like I said, we'll play a little fun, would you rather.
Okay.
All right, here goes. And I asked you before the show, I'm like, all right, are you single? Are you dating somebody? What's going on? And so, we'll play around with some of these questions. So here we go. Would you rather, and I guess this doesn't specify, would you rather always have paint drops on your clothes at all times, or all of your artists' albums that you manage and such, their songs play on repeat in your mind during the week?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely. I would rather, because and this is just I got, right before Christmas, I got myself a gift to me, a Louis Vuitton bag.
Oh, beautiful.
It's nice little small bag that I can wear every day, $3,800 bag. I got paint on it the next day.
Oh my goodness.
So I feel like I have paint on everything anyway. I'll take the paint. There we go. I'll take the paint.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can always tell people it's a collector's item. Virgil signed it, but it's covered in his paint.
It's unique. It has yellow paint on it, but okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I cannot believe it. You know, I feel like we're on a wavelength. This is great because I'm all about the arts. I'm an advocate of the arts. And visiting Houston, anybody, I think, and everybody can enjoy the art district, art area as well. So I think this is great that you've set up another place for folks to come and kind of be able to experience art on another level.
Right, and I think that so many people are used to going to the museum district, and that's where their art scene is.
Right.
Or I think like Upper Washington, it has some areas that are very artsy, but we're Westheimer in the Beltway. So it's like an offset, somewhere that a lot of people are already at. You don't have to kind of go all the way downtown to experience art. It's right here. So
has there been like, because I feel like as an artist, I'm assuming people approach you all the time, by the way, and saying, hey, could you do something? I want to, you know, because I've seen it on Instagram. People are doing this nowadays, like, oh, if you want to be drawn or something, you know, it'll be this much or whatever, right? So do people come and commission you to draw them or draw their pets? Or I've seen it happen.
So I love portraiture. That's my favorite art. If I see somebody and they have a really cute selfie, I want to paint it. Like,
really?
I want to paint my own version of it. Like I see your face and I want to paint your face. There's so many things that I see. But when it comes to commissions, I think that it's hard for people to express what they see in their mind to you for you to then translate to canvas. So I kind of want to steer away from commissions because I'm like, what you tell me that you want, it may not translate well onto a canvas. But I think that a lot of people do commissions and it works well for them.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I recently, or actually a couple years ago, I remember going to Vegas, and before this whole travel stuff ban and before this whole pandemic.
Where you needed an affidavit to go everywhere.
Right, you need an affidavit, is that what So before, you know, I would go to Vegas and then there was this artist that just draws you like a character version of yourself. And his character was just like so intense and he's like, no, this is pretty much what you look like. I'm like, are you kidding right now? So I don't know, I have the picture, that's what you can see on the screen right now. And holy smoke, so I hope you're not doing caricatures because I feel I would be quickly offended immediately by hearing that.
I feel like I would do that at a birthday party with some friends just because I would want to see them with these big lips and big eyes or something. It would be funny. But yeah,
so did you really mean it? You like to, were you talking about me when you said I like to take, to draw?
Portraiture?
Yeah,
I'm definitely.
Would you draw me, really?
I would definitely.
You're not just saying that because I brought you on the show,
No,
are you?
I like your angles. I like the way that your face lights are good. So yeah.
The angles, and it just became a Drake video all of a sudden. Cool. That's what's up. I'm really excited to have you here. Let's take a little short break. Okay. But before we do, I want to ask you one thing. You know, off the air, we talked about the, you know, your core values, and you know, one of them being the first one you mentioned, create. And I have yet to have a guest, and this is episode 17. 16 folks before you have yet to surprise me with a whole list of core values that are not anything alike anybody else. So create, the first core value you mentioned, you know, I gotta ask, you know, what do you mean when you say create? Because I understand being an artist, but how is creating a part of your core life?
I feel like we were created in the image of a creator.
Okay.
So we ourselves should follow that image and create. Everything that we are here for is to create, whether that be you're a teacher and you're creating lesson plans so that this child can learn, or if you're a doctor and you're creating this plan so that you can save someone's life, or if you're an artist and you're creating this painting or this mural so that someone can experience something that is sensory and empowering to them. I think that in any avenue or in any position or any role that you find yourself traveling in life, it should be done with creation.
That's what's up. That's
create.
Beautifully articulate right there. That's amazing. Yeah. And we'll ask a funny question because I'm feeling a little funny right now because that made me think of something. Would you rather have a personal maid who always forgets to clean a certain part of your house, or a personal chef who always forgets to add seasoning?
Definitely the maid. I will clean it up. I will help you, but I cannot do bland. Like, no. So yeah.
Really? A mayo sandwich won't work for you?
Absolutely no. Like, I need a little bit of salt, I need a little bit of something, but yes.
That's what's up. No, we really on the same wave. Like, I would have chose the same thing. Honestly, I could clean that up or something. But yeah, we're going to take a little short break because we got a lot more things I want to cover with you. When we come back, more with Houston's entertainment guru, Tasha Felder. Sit tight. We'll be right back.
During the season's best sales event, Ron Carter Cadillac delivers 0% APR for 72 months plus $2,500 bonus cash on all 2020 XT4, XT5, and XT6. Or drive 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection only $299 a month. 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection just $369 a month. And first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection just $399 a month. All for 39-month lease with just $1 down.
RonCarterCadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Amazing things for you.
59 और वेस्ट बेलफोर्ड पर है नुक्कड़ ढाबा, जहां के मशहूर जमाना बॉम्बे तंदूरी चिकन, पहाड़ी बोटी, चिकन चटपटा और बटर चिकन तो आप जानते ही होंगे। अगर आप बॉम्बे चाइनीज खाना आप पसंद करते हैं तो जरूर उनके चिकन लॉलीपॉप और चिकन चिली ट्राई करिएगा। और एनटीवी ह्यूस्टन का नाम लेने पर स्पेशल है $1.99 में कॉर्न सूप। सुबह 8 से लेकर रात के 2 बजे तक नुक्कड़ ढाबा आपकी खिदमत के लिए खुला होता है। For takeout and other inquiries, call 281-575-1178 at the corner of West Belfort and 59, Nukkad Dhaba.
बिजनेस का काम हो या फैमिली वेकेशन, कॉनकॉर्ड ट्रैवल है आपका रिलायबल ट्रैवल पार्टनर। फ्लाइट्स, होटल्स और ट्रैवल बुकिंग्स पे बेस्ट डील्स पाने के लिए कॉन्टैक्ट अस ऑन 713-219-1199 और ईमेल अस at reservations@concordtravelhouston.com or visit us at 2245 Texas Drive, Suite 300, Sugarland, Texas 77479. concordtravelhouston.com.
Being diagnosed with a scary sounding disease can be frightening. Imagine what it's like for your child.
There are over 7,000 rare diseases around the world affecting children.
Join me, Jessica Hatch, along with leading experts to help break down medical lingo, explain why and what their little bodies are feeling. Real faces, real stories, and expert advice. And you can watch us on the biggest South Asian TV network in North America, NTV Houston.
Welcome back to Late Night Vibes with Anil Sohani here on NTV Houston. Thank you so much for joining us for segment 3, episode 17, about to be in the books. We have Houston's entertainment guru and art advocate, which I'm so excited and pleased to have on the show, Tasha Felder. Welcome back.
Thank you.
This is a Saturday night. I know you got a lot of plans tonight. So let's get into this. What's going on right now with some of these questions I got in mind? Okay. And I'm a storyteller. So, if you've caught a few episodes prior, you'll remember that, I'm a foodie, right? So if you forgot, you'll remember by simply glancing at my second chin. That's all is there. Your core value actually was be consistent in quality. All right, be consistent in quality. That was your second core value, and I'm fully on board with that. In fact, I remember the first time I realized the importance of that core value was I won't say any names, but I went to a restaurant in one state, enjoyed it, and I went to the same restaurant in another state when it opened up in Texas. Right? And I thought I would enjoy another plate of the double-double and the animal style stuff, but it was a plate of disappointment, in my honest opinion. Water River for the win, ladies and gentlemen. But consistency is key for me, for sure. But how did you just, realize this as a core value? And can you share a story?
I definitely can share a story. It's kind of like when you have a printer and you know that first print that comes out and it's like full color, it's full ink, it's saturated, and then you start getting like to the end of it and it's like it's the same piece or the same painting or the same document, but it's just not as good anymore. And that's how people can start to feel about things that you put out. Like we were talking about events in the gallery. I have to put that same consistency that was in the grand opening with every event, and they have to get better after that. Story as far as not having consistency, I think with a client or with my client, a lot of the work that I do for him is booking, just regular shows. And if I am attentive to one person, they go and they tell someone else and they're like, hey, they did really good with the show. And stuff. But if I miss that text, or if I let that text drag out for too many hours because I was asleep or I was in the shower, or I was just, watching a movie or something like that, that same business consistency is not there. Okay. And now there's this one person that has these great things to say, but then there's that other person who did not get the same experience. So it just has to be consistent with pace, making sure everyone is responded to at the same pace, making sure that everyone gets the same experience from you in any form, business or art or anything. Consistency.
Yeah, I feel you on that 100%. And with that, I got a funny question to follow up with. Here we go. Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a actual real haunted house?
Haunted house. I think the haunted house.
What? Really?
I don't believe in ghosts, so I'm good. I'm haunted house. Yeah.
I didn't see that coming. Honestly, if you asked me, I would have probably chose the forest.
Well, there are wolves in the forest. There are animals that can tear you to shreds in the forest.
But at the same time, I guess I grew up watching Dr. Dolittle, and I just thought that, okay, confession, I guess since I grew up watching that, I always want to be alone in the forest, and if no one's watching, I'll be like, hey, start talking to animals and not look like a crazy person and see if I actually can talk to animals. I don't know, that's why I probably chose that one. Because I don't know if I want to talk to ghosts. I'm just not at that level right now to go to a haunted house and, get chopped up or something by some axe murderer or something crazy.
Yes, I was more worried about that, but yeah.
Right, that's what's up. Let's see what's going on. I mentioned it a moment ago, right? Not a guest yet to list the lineup of core values that you've listed so far. But I understand, the story of God making the world in 6 days, and 7th day, he was resting. So how did rest land on your life values list above so many others?
By burning myself out so many times. Like I will wake up and just go and go and go and go and go and go and go. And I had to learn, like, you have to rest in order to be great. Yes. So you have to step back and take that nap. You have to step back and be like, okay, I don't need to start working at 6 a.m. I need to start working at 9 because that extra 3 hours is time that I need for myself just to be human so that I can give my best at 9. Yeah. So I just learned to slow down on the output rest.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Shout out to my dear friend. We got Sleep Bay last week. She was on the show, by the way. So Kalia O'Guillory, shout out to KOG and Co. Sleep Bay. Hashtag Sleep Bay.
Is she a napper?
She's the professional napper. Okay. She's a sleep expert, and she was on the show last week. And you got to catch up on that episode. You're going to love it. Okay. So big shout out to KOG and company. Funny question time, of course. I have a little fun with it. Would you rather get trapped in the middle of a food fight or a water balloon fight?
Water balloon fight. That would be great. I would kill it. I love water balloon fights. That would be perfect. Water balloon fight.
I would have probably said water balloon fight, but I realized that, I don't want to waste any water because we're trying to be at home, especially we got the little pure and the Brita little filters and stuff, saving water bottles. We're trying to save the world. And so with that, and I actually, in December when I got married, and we discussed this off the air, South Asian weddings are like 3 to 4 days, just like you mentioned, different Nigerian weddings and so on. So I survived an actual food fight, but it was like 20 on 1. By the way, you can see this picture right here. And that's basically me, and it's like the second day, I forgot how many days I got married in, that you sit there, the groom sits there, and everybody just pretty much just destroys them with eggs and flour and all the things you can think of. And basically it's like a 20 on 1, like food fight, and it's just a handicap.
I
It's
would
so
think
terrible.
it's mustard. Any mustard comes my way, it's like, okay, we have to quit now. The fight is over. I'm done. We've got mustard. I can smell it. So yeah, no.
There was more than that was spread around that night. So you'll see it when you see this episode with the, that picture right there. Oh my God, I had to show it again. That's disgusting. I know. But yeah, I survived that food fight. That's why I asked you that question.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, I'm fairly new to show business. It's been a couple of months. Before that, I was in radio, and viewers know this. We talk about it quite a bit. And I love meeting new people. So, I remain humble and excited every week. But never do I think to myself, during the process of producing one of these shows or even shooting it or hosting it, to remember to be loving. To be loving, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm fortunate to have a loving significant other, but again, it never crosses my mind the thought to remember to be loving. So how did to be loving make it to your top core life value list?
I think it's easy to forget, and not just loving as in like your significant other or maybe like a pet or a child or something, not just loving humanity. Do things with love. If you're not doing things because you're trying to one up somebody. Right. Like if you feel like somebody had a better show than you, okay, I'm gonna go do this thing so that my show can be like, just do things. I love my show, so I'm going to do my show this way. I love my art, so I'm going to paint my art this way. And people will be attracted to the love of the thing that you have. You don't necessarily have to go out and be better than anyone else. Then you could just love that you're great within yourself. So just be loving. That's it.
That's what's up. Do you remember the first time you remembered this? Because, I feel like life values I've noticed in every guest, including myself, life values I feel like come and go, but they come when you need to, experience them the most, remember them the most. And there's like benchmarks in life sometimes. So I feel like, when was that time?
I think the entertainment industry is or it can make you crazy. It can make you a really bad person because you want to be great so bad, and you can see other people and they're going and they're getting all these accolades and they have these plaques and they have stuff, and you want that so bad. You want to be successful, and it's right there in front of you, so you might do something that you shouldn't. So with me, it's like, if I don't want to be in the circle of people who are dog eat dog, I need to be over here with the circle of people who are loving, that are working, and this is the path that I want to go, the vibration I would like to be on. So I just think in seeing where people go when they go that way has guided me this way.
Wow.
It's what it is.
That's beautiful. That's what's up. I love listening to new perspectives, so I think you just kind of opening some doors up in my thought process right now as well. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Fun little final question, silly question, of course. Let's see. Would you rather have Beyonce's talent?
Yes.
Or, you're like, yes, immediately you already know my answer.
Okay.
Or Jay-Z's business acumen?
Ooh.
Okay.
Either way, you're going greatness. I think I would go Jay-Z's business, just because it would benefit others. Like, if you're talented, that's beautiful, and people can appreciate it, but that business savvy can keep someone else from not, dealing with something that's not business savvy. So I think that it would be more helpful to be business savvy.
Real talk. That's what's up. That's what's up. And so in this whole process, you've been in Houston your whole life, basically?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Do you feel like we have other Beyoncés in the works, in the making these days, or underrepresented or rated, you can say?
I think Houston is such a place where people just pop out of nowhere. The Travis Scotts of the world, the Lizzos of the world, and you're like, where did you come from? You were in Houston, and I never saw you at Walmart. Like, where did you come from? So I think, somewhere in her bedroom, there is a Beyonce that's secretly building, and she has every Beyonce YouTube already queued up, and she's ready. So I would love to have her, if that's true.
Hey, that's what's up. All the Beyonce's in the making. You got to reach out to my I don't want to say acquaintance anymore. I feel like we got on a friendly wavelength.
There we go.
I want to consider you a friend.
Yay.
If that's cool. Let's begin a friendship here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So any new and upcoming Beyonce's that want to get some amazing talent management, of course, you got to reach out to the entertainment guru for Houston. I'm going to give you this moment to talk to America right now. In the words of Bernie Mac, rest in peace. Let's get right to it.
America, if you love art and you would love to come to our gallery, it is Primary Paint Party, Prime Art Gallery. You can Google it, or you can find us on Instagram, Primary Paint Party. You can also find us on Facebook, Primary Paint Party. Really easy to find. If you're an artist and you are at home and you're working on beautiful pieces and you would love to get them in the gallery, primarypaintparty.com/consign. We'll get the art right up. We love to see new work, and we'd love to have you.
And where can people find you, by the way? On Instagram, Facebook, where we at?
Super_manager. I'm sure I'll post something crazy and it'll make you unfollow me, but super_manager on Instagram. If you're ready, there we are.
You're the first guest to come on the show and give a disclaimer. If you're gonna follow me, get ready to see some.
If you're not coming to the business Instagram, if you're not coming to Primary Paint Party and you come to Super Manager, I've warned you. Welcome.
That's what's up. That's real talk right there. And I want to thank you so much for coming through and making it happen on a Saturday night.
Thank you.
Where are you about to go tonight, by the way?
To sleep, probably. Not gonna lie, to sleep.
2021's been already that type of year already.
Get with the nap queen. I feel like we have things in common. That's where we need to go.
That's right. Hashtag Sleep Bae. Reach out to Kalia.
Yes.
And of course, you're trying to get that management right for your talent. Come through to my dear friend now, Tasha Felder. Thank you so much for coming through. And thank y'all so much, America and the world, for watching us here on Late Night Vibes with Anil Sohani here on NTV Houston. H-Town till I stay down.
During the season's best sales event, Ron Carter Cadillac delivers 0% APR for 72 months plus $2,500 bonus cash on all 2020 XT4, XT5, and XT6. Or drive 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection only $299 a month. 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection just $369 a month. And first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection just $399 a month. All for 39-month lease with just $1 down.
RonCarterCadillac.com.
Amazing things for you.
59 और वेस्ट बेलफोर्ड पर है नुक्कड़ ढाबा, जहां के मशहूर जमाना बॉम्बे तंदूरी चिकन, पहाड़ी बोटी, चिकन चटपटा और बटर चिकन तो आप जानते ही होंगे। अगर आप बॉम्बे चाइनीज खाना पसंद करते हैं तो जरूर उनके चिकन लॉलीपॉप और चिकन चिली ट्राई करिएगा। और एनटीवी ह्यूस्टन का नाम लेने पर स्पेशल है $1.99 में कॉर्न सूप। सुबह 8 से लेकर रात के 2 बजे तक नुक्कड़ ढाबा आपकी खिदमत के लिए खुला होता है। For takeout and other inquiries, call 281-575-1178 at the corner of West Belfort and 59, Nukkad Dhaba.
बिजनेस का काम हो या फैमिली वेकेशन, कॉनकॉर्ड ट्रैवल है आपका रिलायबल ट्रैवल पार्टनर। फ्लाइट्स, होटल्स और ट्रैवल बुकिंग्स पे बेस्ट डील्स पाने के लिए कॉन्टैक्ट अस ऑन 713-219-1199 और email us at reservations@concordtravelhouston.com or visit us at 2245 Texas Drive, Suite 300, Sugarland, Texas 77479. concordtravelhouston.com.
Being diagnosed with a scary sounding disease can be frightening. Imagine what it's like for your child.
There are over 7,000 rare diseases around the world affecting children.
Join me, Jessica Hatch, along with leading experts to help break down medical lingo, explain why and what their little bodies are feeling. Real faces, real stories, and expert advice. And you can watch us on the biggest South Asian TV network in North America, NTV Houston.